my audience. Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Asensio, and today I'll be providing you all with an informative speech on how oil spills affect our oceans. Imagine yourself coming home from work and trying to take a bath. Imagine that bath is filled with oil. Now imagine yourself taking your kids to the local swimming pool. Now imagine that pool is filled with oil. Does that thought make you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you cringe? All my life I have been fascinated with the oceans and our beautiful marine animals. Today I'm going to be going over 3 main points. My first main point will be, how do oil spills occur in the first place? My second point will be, how do these oil spills affect not only our marine animals, but our lives above the ocean? My last point will be, what can we do to prevent causing any further damage to these marine animals and our oceans? Let's go ahead and dive right on into my first main point. Over 706 millions of gallons of waste oil enters our ocean each year. An example of this waste oil is used motor oil. On the website seawifs.nasa.gov explains in their 2017 article titled Oil Spill Causes, states that over 363 millions of gallons of motor oil is poured down our drains every year. One of the most recent and largest oil spills occurred right off the Gulf of Mexico on April 22nd in 2010, when 210 millions of gallons of oils flooded through our oceans. An article published by cleanerseas.org in April of 2015 states that this oil from this accident flowed 85 days continuously, and it caused harm to over 572 miles of shoreline. Now imagine how many marine lives were affected by this incident. An accident of this magnitude will cause a lifetime of damage to come. Now, you may be asking yourself, what are the effects of oil spills in our oceans? An article on oceansurface.noaa.gov states in their June 2018 article that our fur-bearing animals, like birds and penguins, have the inability to insulate their own body temperature when their fur and wings are covered in oil. Unfortunately, when it is left untreated and they are unable to receive any type of help, they die of hypothermia. Fish and shellfish have their own consequences, unfortunately. They show that they have an extreme rate of deformality and an astonishing reduced growth rates. And due to this, the fish that are harmed by this oil spillage die prematurely. When contaminated fish roam our seas, it causes huge issues in our global food chains. Fisheries must therefore invest millions of dollars looking for fish that have not been contaminated by the oil spillages, which unfortunately means higher prices for us as consumers to purchase these fish that are in our daily diets. Based on the article Hunker.com by Sarah Morse in 2017, she states that the government has spent hundreds of millions of dollars cleaning up oil spillages in our oceans. Now, I would like to share a few steps that we can take to prevent causing any further damage to our oceans. A few of these steps you can do in the comfort of your own home. The first step would be to install a safety valve in your home heating system to prevent any oil spillages. Next step would be to dispose of oil properly in a secure bag and then transporting it to the local recycling plant near you. Ships and boats have their own types of responsibilities. One of those responsibilities would be to conduct routine maintenance on their engines and boats, and always making sure that all fuel lines are connected properly. In conclusion, I would like to share a direct quote from Dr. Ian MacDonald, a professor of oceanography. He states in his 2010 interview with Clean Skies News, "A majority of oil spillage in our oceans come from not so much accidental, but not being knowledgeable enough to prevent it." Now, you all know how oil spills occur in our oceans. You have seen the detrimental damage it can cause, not only to our marine life, but to lives above the ocean, economically. I have shared a few steps with you on how we can prevent causing any further damage, not only to our marine life, but to our lives above the ocean. I would like to say one last time that oil spillage has caused irreversible damage to our ecosystems, marine lives, and to our government. We must learn from our mistakes. We must take a stand and change in order to save many lives. The weight of the world is on our shoulders, but together we can make a change and save all living beings who share this earth with us. Thank you so much.